Welcome, sweet yogis. My name is Sarah. I'm so glad that you're here with me today on the virtual mat. I want to just take a moment to quiet down our energy. There's lots of stuff going on. And I think sometimes we get so caught up in all the things that we forget what's right in front of us. So we have so many blessings. And if you think of the abundance that surrounds us, right? If you think of what we actually have, like what we can see in our homes, what we can touch, you know, whether it's a spouse or a child or even yourself, like the love that you give, it's almost tangible, right? And so we bow now to each blessing from the divine. We just bow and we just take one moment, just one split moment to notice the abundance of love. My love for you, your love for me, for just sharing space with each other. Like, this is big. This is bigger than us. This is love. And this is universal love. So we'll just take a moment, and it doesn't have to even look like anything. Just notice it. Just notice that we are here together. All right, we'll get started today flat on our back. And the playlist we're using, it's called Dreams. I'm gonna put it on. It's called Dreams, and it's in my Spotify if you look up. And we'll start with Shavasana number 2. And that's the very first song in this playlist. I'll be listening through my earbuds today. And find a rest. Your feet are about the width of your mat. Your palms are at your side body. Let's turn them up, ready to receive. Thumb and forefinger connect, symbolic of that union of your body and your mind. We will get started in Shavasana. All right. So you're flat on your back. Your eyes are soft or closed. Nowhere to go, nothing to be, nothing to do. Breathe and rest. Yoga teaches us how to see how we're showing up. So to be completely non-reactive, to experience fully what is happening in our minds and in our bodies, and to create this beautiful safe space where you can just show up. That you can just hold up a mirror here and you can be okay with everything that you see, flaws and all. This is a safe space. We surrender today to exactly how you're showing up, to exactly how your body is resting on the mat. And there are no expectations here. There are no judgments. There is no ego. There is just you and your breath. Make your way into a big hug. So you pull your knees into your chest. You pull everything in. And then on your next inhale, we'll extend. Beautiful. Take a big breath in through your nose, filling up your belly, your ribs, your chest. On your exhale, loud air out the mouth. Again, inhale, filling up your belly, your ribs move laterally, chest lifts. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out. Let's hold up the mirror together. Draw this invisible circle around you like this big white light of protection, keeping you safe, keeping you grounded. And then start to rock from side to side. Beautiful. We'll catch behind the knees and we'll roll all the way up to a forward fold. Take your time to get here, maybe 3 or 4 roll-ups. You can use your hands to help you. So we just roll back and forward. And on your last one, you'll be at the top of your mat. Meet me in a forward fold. There's a little bend in your knees. Grab opposite elbows and you start to rock from side to side. Beautiful. You put a generous bend in your knee if that feels good to you. And then we'll release our hands to the mat. Take your right hand down. Inhale, left arm goes up. We're stretching out the side body. We're moving through the intercostals, the rib cage, and we're really opening our hearts. Surrender to how you're showing up. Part of surrender is this beautiful just acceptance of who you are. Left hand down. Right arm up. Beautiful. Let's take both hands down and slowly roll all the way up like the sun coming out in the morning. Radical self-acceptance here. Pull that love into your heart space. Tell yourself I love you. Think about when you're saying your prayers in the morning or at night. When do you pray for yourself? Today, let this be your meditation, your moving prayer. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Big breath in. On your exhale, plant your hands. We'll take our feet back. Hadla. Belly down, chest down. Put your flat feet down. Cobra. Chest down, belly down. Let's do it again. Inhale, cobra. And this is high cobra. You can keep your arms bent for low cobra. All right, one more time. Chest down, belly down. Breathe in, take it up. Maybe look up. And on your exhale, curl into your toes. Shift the weight into your hands and your toes. Engage the muscles of the legs, of the belly, of the biceps. Push that plank. And downward facing dog. Walk your feet out. Check in with your hands. Make sure there's equal amount of weight from the palm to the tip of your middle finger. Beautiful. And inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or float. You're at the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Doesn't have to be pretty. Your mat just asks that you show up and you do your best. Hands meet in high prayer. Hands come to your heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, walk or float it back. High to low push-up. Urdhva Mukha, inhale. Beautiful. Adho Mukha, exhale. Let's take 5 deep belly breaths here. On your inhale, belly, ribs, chest, everything opens. And on your exhale, the tide recedes, the balloon deflates. That wave of breath moves back down. 3 more times, breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in everything that's telling you I can't. And then breathe out everything that's telling you I can't. It's powerful stuff here with our breath. All right, inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or float. Top of your mat. Half lift. And fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. On your exhale, open arm thoracic twist to the right. So we're twisting at the hip points. We're not trying to turn our knees towards the right. From here, up. Beautiful. Inhale, come up. High mountain. Exhale, twist to the left. And you're keeping this left hip point forward as much as you can. Your gaze, that's your drishti, towards me or towards the back hand. All right, inhale up. Baby back bend if it serves you. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, walk or float it back. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha, inhale. Adho Mukha, exhale. Again, 5 full body breaths here. If you think of your breath, take your 5 breaths and down on. If you think of your breath as prana, prana in Sanskrit, it means energy, it means life. So when you're breathing in energy, when you're breathing in that prana, you're breathing in life. You're saying to your highest truth, I am ready. I am ready for whatever life throws at me. This is my reality, right? And I'm gonna move forward and I'm gonna be strong and I'm gonna have patience. I'm gonna forgive. I'm gonna do all these things I want to because I can. And I'm gonna do it with radical self-acceptance because that's part of the surrender. All right, let's take that 1 more breath, 2 more breaths in downward facing dog. And we'll start to move today If your songs are still on the Shavasana, let's go ahead and click forward until we get to the back of your hands. I love this song. All right, let's work it today. Bring your toes together. High up on the balls of both your toes. And then press your chest towards your thigh bones. And you see that the musculature of the legs is starting to open. You're getting a little stretch here into the tissue and the fascia. And keep driving your hands back until your chest maybe touches your knees. You might have to bend your knees to get there. Beautiful. 3 breaths here. Shoulders are away from your ears. Breathe in. Exhale, heels down. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Find that reach and stretch. Exhale, float to the top. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair. Pop it up into chair pose. And let's start to pulse. Radical self-acceptance. It starts here. Hold up your mirror. Love everything that you see because you can, because I do. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, open arm twist to the right. And your quads are showing up. Say hello, inhale. Exhale, twist. It's a reminder that you're alive. Inhale, open up. Exhale, squeeze your kidneys. Elbows might come to touch. Again, breathe in. On your exhale, straighten out. Squeeze your kidneys behind you on the Uttanasana. Find that interlace. Stay where you are at the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. With Yoga Mudra. Release to the floor. Inhale, half lift. Plant your hands. Float. Walk it back. High to low. Urdhva Mukha or Cobra. Cobra up dog. And downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths here before we move on and do it again. Move in a way that feels organic to you. Most of the time, your intuitive center knows exactly what your body needs. We just have to listen. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward, reach and stretch. Exhale, float, top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair. You're even lower this time. Exhale, chair twist right. Back up and left. Up. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, up. Exhale, squeeze and stand. Interlace your hands. Fold. It's a little bit faster. That's okay. Inhale, half lift. Plant your hands. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha, that's up dog or maybe cobra. Downward facing dog, 3 breaths. We have one more time through. Beautiful, one more big breath in. And if it helps to bend your knees to find that chest to thigh connection to really tilt your hips, we want our hips as high as we can in a down dog. All right, inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, can we take a float? Top of your mat. Half lift. Fold. Chair, you're even lower. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, up and left. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze your kidneys. Inhale, up. Exhale, squeeze to stand, interlace. Fold. That one felt really good to me. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands. We'll float it or walk it back. High to low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths here. In through the nose. Out through the nose or mouth. One more time. Let's step the right foot in between the hands and we'll come all the way up to meet each other. So this is called star pose. And your arms are wide, your feet are nice and turned out, your hips are rotated. Arms tee out. Exhale, let's move into this beautiful sun goddess pose. Widen your gait. Belly in, knit your ribs back, your shoulders are lifted like almost like a marionette. You have string coming from here, pulling you up and lifted arms out. Let's take 5 breaths here together. Last 2 breaths. Feeling the rooting nature of your feet. Rooted but lifted. Breathe in. Breathe out. Straighten up, arms up. Turn your toes towards me, hands to your hips. All right, so you might need to scooch them in a little bit. It depends how wide you just went. Toes towards me, hands at your hips, thumbs back, fingers forward. Inhale, look up and back. On your exhale, lift through your quads, so lift through your knees and fold. When you can't fold anymore, peace fingers, pointer and middle, grab your big toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. This is a wide leg forward fold. Drop your neck. Drop your head. Beautiful. Look up. Hands back to your hips. Slowly roll up. And we'll hop to the top of your mat, arms at side body. Inhale, arms up, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, walk or float it back. Take a vinyasa or skip it. Meet us in downward facing dog. All right, we are in downward facing dog again. And each time we've been through this rotation, you notice that we have more expansion in the back of the legs. Our shoulders are now more subtly turned in and up. All right, inhale, right leg up. Bend the knee, open the hip. On your exhale, right knee taps the right or left shoulder. So if it doesn't matter to me, we're just working on some core work, right or left. You can even do both. Inhale, up. Exhale, right. Maybe right and left. One more time, inhale, up. Exhale, tap something. Inhale, reach. Exhale, step it through. Modified crescent lunge on the back knee. Top of the foot down, arms up. Anjaneyasana, breathe it in. You can take those goalpost arms here. You can have your hands on your thigh. How vulnerable can we be today on the mat? The more you open, the more you can love. Beautiful. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hands to the inside of your right foot for lizard pose. You can stay here, you can drop your forearms. If you're feeling flexible, bend the back leg, reach around with your right hand, grab your foot. Slowly release your foot. Let's take both hands to the mat, curl under the back toes, leave the left hand down, right arm up, dragonfly twist. Keep pulling this right hip point back so we keep our hips in alignment. Gorgeous. Right hand down. And take the right leg all the way up. Bend the knee, open the hip. And then we'll set it back down. Inhale, left leg up, bend the knee, open. Exhale, tap something. Left or right. Maybe both. Inhale, up, open. Exhale, send it forward for a tap. Inhale, up, open. We are working the abdominals here. Find something to tap. Inhale, up. Step it through. Back knee down, top of the foot down. Open for Anjaneyasana. Let your heart open. Just let it happen. Cool thing about yoga is that you can make it yours. Whatever you need to do to make this pose fit you. We're getting into the psoas here. We're squeezing the right glute if you're having any compression in the low spine. And we're breathing big because we can. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the inside of the foot for lizard lunge. On the forearms, maybe. If you've been coming for a while, reach around with this left hand, bend the right knee, catch the foot. Play with the direction of your neck here. Beautiful. Slowly release if you took the bind. Hands on either side of your left foot. Curl under your right toes. So we're engaging the musculature of the right quad, the glute. Open up with your left hand. Dragonfly twist. And this is a twist. So every inhale you're lengthening. And every exhale you're finding some space to twist. Doesn't have to be that exaggerated. It's probably going to be very subtle. Breathe in. On your exhale, both hands down. Curl under your right toes. Pull the left knee up and in. Feels good. Both feet down. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Now we visit crescent lunge on the back toes. So we are rooted with this foot and this foot. But we are beautiful and open to receive from about here up. Steeple your fingers. All of your fingers are interlaced except for this one. Breathe in. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hinge. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior two. So here we have external rotation in the lower pelvis. Equal amount of weight in both feet. So you're rooted. Nobody could come in here and tackle you over. You're pushing so hard with your feet. If I could lift your mat with you on it, I could snap it in half. That's how hard you're pushing through your feet. If you would imagine that there's like tree branches and roots from the bottom of your feet into your earth. That's how rooted you are. Breathe in. Breathe out. Flip your front palm, reverse. Straighten this leg if you'd like, or you can keep it bent. Beautiful. On your exhale, right hand to the inside of your right foot for side angle. Great time for a block. And you can just put a block right under your right hand. Beautiful. One more big breath in here. It's a good pose to hold. On your exhale, both hands down. Right hand up. Bend the knee, open the hip. We'll stay here or we'll flip it over. If you didn't see that, inhale, right leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. That right foot will get really heavy, all the weight's in your left hand. Flip it over. Sit your hips down, situate. We'll shift left. Your right knee's bent, your left leg straight, left arm behind you. Inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, sit down. Again, inhale up. Exhale, sit down. One more time, full wheel if you have it. Inhale, up and open. Ooh. Beautiful. So getting out of this the way we came, maybe. Right leg up. And then set the right foot back down. Beautiful. Inhale, left leg up. Step it through. Powerful crescent lunges. Breathe in. Hold. If you lost track of your breath, envision there's a balloon there. You're filling up your belly. You're moving your ribs east to west. You're lifting your chest, and then on your exhale, you're letting everything go. All the expectations, all the outcomes, anything that's telling you you are not, because you are. Breathe in. Steeple your fingers. Hinge. Hover. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hover. Inhale, up. Warrior two on the exhale. You're lifted, but you are rooted. Flip your front palm, reach up and back. Right into side angle pose. Left hand to the earth or to the thigh or to a block. Right arm up. One more big breath here. And then release to the floor. Straddle your front foot. Inhale, left foot up and open. Stay here, flip. So if you didn't flip, lots of people have not done this move yet. That's okay. All the weight's in your right hand and your left foot will flip all the way over. It's just flipping your dog. Scooch to your mat. Right leg extended, left knee is in. Right hand behind you. Ready? Inhale, up we go. Exhale, sit yourself back down. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, sit down. Last time we hold maybe into your full wheel. Inhale, up and open. Beautiful, and we'll flip it back the way we came if you took it into your full wheel. Flip it with me. And then both feet meet. Down dog. 5 breaths. Let's step the right foot in between the hands and come all the way up. I'm getting sweaty up here. Trikonasana, one of my favorite poses. So you're going to be in a heel to arch ratio here. So if I could draw a line from your right heel, I would draw that line all the way to the middle of your left arch. Got it? All right. Arms tee out, breathe in. Exhale, right hand to right big toe, to right shin or to the floor. Let's take your gaze either neutral or up. And you know that teeny tiny place like in between your fridge and your pantry? Like that teeny tiny spot? That's what I want us to feel, like between those two planes. Breath is big here, it's solid, it's fluid. It's strong, it's flexible. We're in this like mix between being super strong and fierce and super flexible for change, right? To not fear it, to be okay with what's showing up. All right, look down, release your foot. Keep your left hand at your hip. Right hand is at about 2 o'clock. Open up, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. And let's take a bind. Top hand to top foot. Push out through the top of the foot to leverage the hip, and we open, we choose not to close. On my reading list, make sure y'all check out The Untethered Soul. He says it so eloquently. He says, if you do not want to close, then just stay open. Slowly release. Micro bend the right knee. We'll move into Warrior Two. Nice and open. I hope you are too. Warrior One to the front of the house. So to get to a Warrior One, we have to resituate the hips. So our hips are now square to the front of your house, of your room. Maybe you're outside taking this class. Belly in, ribs knitted back. Take your hands to your low back. Your sacrum, inhale, roll your shoulders down. Exhale, hinge forward, humble warrior. Right shoulder to the inside of the right knee. Drop your neck. Drop your hands. Hold. Reactions. Study them, listen to them, inquire about them. Do not judge them, just notice them. Beautiful, slowly release your hands to the earth, and we'll take runner stretch. Drop the back knee, top of the foot down. From here, you can go into your full Hanumasana. That's your full monkey pose or split, front split. Yoga, it's just shapes. So don't get discouraged if your hips don't touch the floor today. Keep practicing and they will, but on your way there, you'll discover that it was never about the pose, ever. It was the shape that meant to get you to the present moment. That's all it is. All right, we'll lean right, so rock right into half pigeon. Your left leg is square down the middle of your mat. Your right leg to your degree of flexibility. Heel to hip if you need less. Heel to wrist if you need more. Breathe in. And exhale, let's fold forward. Beautiful. Big belly breaths. They're starting at the base of your spine, the base of your belly. They're moving up and then pushing that wave back down. Taking something with it as it moves down and out the body that you no longer need. Beautiful. Let's take 4 more breaths here. If your forearms are down and you're like kind of bored here, if you're a little bit, put your shoulders on the earth. Maybe your head. Last 2 breaths. Beautiful. Hands underneath your shoulders. Curl under your left toes, engage your quadricep. Pull your navel into your spine. Lift through the kneecap. Let's take the right leg up and open. Beautiful. And then right foot meets the left. Down dog. And in this space, I want you to stay where you are. I want you to take 5 breaths here and notice the difference of the right side. Just notice the opening that you are feeling on the right compared to the left. Just notice. 3 more breaths. And what you're noticing are templates of yoga energy. You're opening up spaces that were closed. It's so cool. I could nerd out on it forever, but just notice. From downward facing dog. Step the left foot in between the hands. Open up. Find that heel to middle arch ratio. So if I could draw that line, left heel, arch. There we go. Tee out your arms, breathe in. Exhale. Triangle, Trikonasana. Show you what it looks like with a block. Stay here. Squeeze between 2 panes of glass here. We have an open heart, almost a little rotation here with the rib cage. Take 4 or 5 more breaths here. Beautiful. Right hand to hip. Left hand to about 11 o'clock. Micro bend the left knee. We rise up. Half moon. Maybe you find your bind. Push out through the top of the foot. Open, leverage the hip. Breathe. And we slowly release the bind if you took it. We'll make our way all the way back to Virabhadrasana 2. Look forward. That's where we're going. So your hips are open. Now we're going to close them. So pivot the left hip point back, right hip point forward. I have to scoot my back foot in. Arms up, reach it up, breathe it in. Warrior 1. Get gritty here. Lean into the uncomfortable. Lean into these associations that you have with wanting to run when things get hard. Hold up your mirror. Take 2 more breaths here. And then on your exhale, we'll find runner stretch. Straddle the hands around the left foot. Stay lifted. Beautiful. Let's drop the back knee, top of the foot down. Stay here. Or we can really wiggle out and find half split or full split. This side for me is way tighter. So we find a block, you can stick it right under your left glute. It's a beautiful place to be. Pressure over time creates changes, especially in the hips. If we can get into the fascia of the hip, of the leg, without pushing, without straining, we're doing something new. We're changing our bodies at a cellular, like a molecular level. That's some cool shit. Beautiful. If you took a block under your hip, remove your block and we'll all rock left. Bend the left knee. Send the right leg square down the middle of your mat. Inhale, lengthen out for half pigeon. And exhale, fold forward. We'll take about 6 breaths here. Using a block, if you'd like to, under your forearms. Or if you're feeling really flexible today, chest down, shoulders down, chin down, forehead down. And your breath is fluid and it's strong. It's that perfect mix of sthira and sukha, of strength and ease and flexibility. Beautiful. Coming out of this, just as softly as we moved into it, hands underneath your shoulders, curl into your right toes. Pull the left knee into your chest first and then take it all the way up. Beautiful, both feet down. And we'll slowly walk our feet to the front of the mat. Sometimes it's hard to move forward. Go slow if you have to, but go. When you get to the top of your mat, peace fingers, find your big toes, Pavangushtasana. Inhale, half lift. Straight spine, belly in. Exhale, fold. Bend your biceps or your elbows so you engage your biceps. Inhale, lengthen. Mine's super exaggerated. Exhale, fold. Breathe in and fold. Lift your kneecaps, engage your quads. Slowly release your toes. And we'll slowly roll up. When you get to the top of the pose, inhale, arms up, reach up. Hands come to your heart. We're moving to the mat. Inhale, arms up 3 times here. This one's for you. Exhale, heart. This one's for someone you love. Inhale, up. Heart. This one's for a stranger. Inhale, arms up. Hands to heart. Meet me on your mat, on your back. All right, both knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Extend your right leg out, left leg up. Great time for a strap. If you don't have a strap, maybe you have a robe tie you can use or a towel. If you have a strap or a long enough rope tie, you can actually place it behind your back first before you lie down. This is just a cool option. And it frees up your hands. So if you don't want to engage the musculature of the top body, you can just sit here with it. Sit with it, sit with it. When you want to run, sit with it. Choose not to close. Let's take 10 breaths here. Belly, ribs, chest. Chest, ribs, belly. These are big. These are celebrations. These are opportunities to move past fears and worry and doubt and anxiety and to open up to everything that is. If you need a little bit more, let's straighten that leg, pull it closer to your body. If you need a little bit less, you can always take a rest, a reprieve, bend your leg. Beautiful. 2 more breaths here. And then we'll bend the left leg Take it out of the loop if you took it. Breathe in. On your exhale, cross your body. Look left. Come back to center. And we'll switch sides. So pull that right knee into the chest. And you can catch it with the big toes. You can use your hands to your leg. If you put that strap behind your back, loop it on the outside arch of your foot. To your degree of flexibility. 10 breaths. Now, we're never moving into pain, but we do want to find a place that has pressure. We want to create some tension and some change here in the body. Breathe into it. Stretch the uncomfortable as much as you can. Feel it, feel it, feel it fully. And then on the exhale, let it go. I just noticed that I was clenching my palms. If that's you today, if you feel any part of yourself clenching from your head to your toes, breathe in, squeeze it even harder, and then exhale, release. Three more breaths here. Beautiful. Let's slowly bend the right knee. Remove your strap if you took it. Knee to chest, breathe in. Exhale, twist. Look right. Come back to center. We'll take both feet to the hands for blissful baby. Your hips are really open. They are happy hips today. Slowly release. So your feet will come together. Remove your strap if you took it. And splay out your knees. So this is Supta Baddha Konasana. This is reclined butterfly pose. We'll take 5 breaths here. One hand to heart, one hand to belly. Breathe in. Exhale. 4 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 1, 2, 3. Again, breathe in for 1, 2, 3. Pause. 1, 2, 3. Exhale everything out. We'll take our feet to the bottom corners of your mat, your arms at your side body, and we'll leave 5 full minutes for the best Shavasana of your life. The Shavasana is most of the time one of the most feared poses because you have to sit with everything that bubbles up. And a lot of times we just want to get it done and get moving. But your body needs time to assimilate all of the poses, all of the breath work, that's pranayama, that life force. You need time here. So take your time. 5 minutes. That's it. And if you need a song for Shavasana, on that same playlist, when we started, it was called Shavasana 2, so you can just replay that. If you would rather take your Shavasana quietly, I totally understand. I'll give you 5 full minutes, nowhere to go, nothing to do. Breathe and rest. really start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Being okay with any expectation, any outcome that you thought Shavasana would bring to you today. However it showed up was exactly the teaching that you needed. And with your thumb, connect your pinky, and then move it along every finger pad until you get back to your thumb. Reach the arms up, your feet towards the front of your room, full body stretch. This is the biggest stretch you've taken all day, maybe all week. And then pull your knees into your chest. Let's roll to our right. So we're opening up through the left nostril and the right hemisphere of the brain. And take a moment here and just to notice how yoga has taught you over the last 60 minutes or so, how you showed up. To be non-reactive, to experience fully what is happening within our minds, within our bodies, on this safe space, on this 2x6 or 2x5 closed course that is our yoga mat. You can cry there, and you can love there, and you can laugh there, and you can fall out of a zillion poses there. And you'll always learn something, and it will always be useful to you. So we talked about surrender today. And to fully surrender, it requires this thought of being just super radical in your self-acceptance and self-love. And so I brought out my sound ball today to close our practice. And this sound ball is attuned to your solar plexus. So this is your chakra that resides right here. And it's kind of like your powerhouse, right? It's symbolic of your power, that I am energized, that I am at one, I am at peace. And it really resonates with me. So if you've never heard a sound bowl before, the vibration of the sound, because it's measured in hertz, so vibrations, like it's science, there is a vibration when I start to play this bowl. That same vibration is the vibration of your solar plexus chakra. All right, and it's been studied. I'll send you more information if you would like some. So let's set a mantra before we play today, keeping your eyes closed. Let's make our way to seated also. All right, and turn off your playlist if you took it. So we could say, like we started, I bow now to each blessing. We could also use one situated around your powerhouse. So I am whole, I am complete, I am stepping into my power, I choose joy. Anything that resonates with you. It doesn't even have to be one of those. All right. Gently close your eyes, sit up real nice and straight. Breathe in and breathe out. Flicker your eyes open. Thank you for allowing me to share that with you. And we'll keep our hands at our side body. Inhale, gather up all this beautiful energy you created. Hands meet in high prayer, and they come down to your heart space. All my love, all my blessings, and all my light. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're one of the members who has subscribed, and I'm just so thankful because it's been really tough for me not to see you guys in studio and in person. And the universe, it's so weird how it happened, but I had this whole, I had this set up before COVID and everything, but I never thought that I would actually do it because it's frightening, and I feel really vulnerable, taking y'all through these flows and doing them because, one, I'm not used to modeling everything, and two, I feel kind of awkward and awesome, at the same time, not knowing how it's going to be received on your end. Because I do kind of word vomit sometimes, and I'm just so humbled, and I'm so gracious for your, one, for your trust, and two, for allowing me to be so vulnerable with you, because that's huge for me, and it is so, it's just badass. So thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for saving space for me. You are doing more for me than I think I could ever do for you. So thank you guys so much, and all my love, all my light, and all my blessings. Let me know if you want more info about sound bowls. I just started getting into them, so I'm gonna kind of be weaving them into our practices. But go check out some meditations, check out some of the core work for headstand if you're working on inversions, and I will talk to you guys soon. All my love, namaste.